Imagine waking up one morning and seeing this headline. Donald Trump wants to pay off America's $35 trillion debt using crypto. Sounds crazy, right? Well, it might not be as far-fetched as it sounds. Recently, Trump has been making bold moves in the world of cryptocurrency. He's talked about building a strategic Bitcoin reserve, he's pushed new laws to support stablecoins, and even his own media company, Truth Social, plans to hold billions of dollars worth of Bitcoin. So when Trump mentioned the idea of paying America's massive debt with crypto, the internet went wild. But could he actually do it? Let's break it down in simple terms. The United States currently owes around $35 trillion. That's more money than any country in history. Every year, the government has to borrow even more just to pay interest on that debt. Now imagine if Trump decided to use the rising value of crypto, especially Bitcoin, to help balance those books. His idea sounds something like this: build up huge crypto reserves, possibly by collecting seized Bitcoin from crimes, encouraging U.S. companies to mine and hold more crypto, and even issuing government-backed digital assets. Over time, if Bitcoin's price keeps going up, the government's holdings could become so valuable that it could start using them to pay off parts of the debt, or at least reduce how much it needs to borrow. In theory, it sounds revolutionary. Crypto doesn't depend on central banks. It's borderless, and it can hold its value even when traditional money is losing purchasing power. Trump's team has already talked about making the U.S. the global leader in digital currency, which would mean embracing blockchain Bitcoin and maybe even launching a government-backed stablecoin. But here's the catch, and it's a big one. America's debt is in dollars, not crypto. That means every investor, every country, and every pension fund that holds U.S. bonds expects to be paid back in U.S. dollars, not Bitcoin. Switching that system would be like trying to rebuild a jet engine mid-flight. It would require rewriting laws, renegotiating contracts, and convincing the entire financial world to play by new rules, and then there's volatility. Imagine the U.S. trying to pay off debt with Bitcoin, and suddenly the price crashes by 20% in a week. That's billions of dollars gone instantly. No government can afford that kind of instability. So, most experts say Trump's idea isn't about literally replacing dollars with crypto. It's about changing the system around it. Instead of paying the debt directly with Bitcoin, the government could use crypto as a reserve asset, kind of like gold, to strengthen its balance sheet. It could also tokenize parts of the debt, meaning treasury bonds could exist on a blockchain, making the system faster, more transparent, and cheaper to manage. In a sense, Trump's crypto debt talk might be more symbolic than practical. But symbols matter. If the U.S. government starts officially holding Bitcoin, encouraging crypto innovation, and using blockchain to manage national finances, it could completely reshape how the global economy works. Supporters say it could make America stronger, more innovative, and less dependent on traditional banking systems. Critics argue it's risky, unpredictable, and unrealistic. Either way, one thing's for sure: Trump's idea got the world talking. So, could Donald Trump really pay off America's debt with crypto? Probably not directly. But could he use crypto to change how debt works forever? That's a very real possibility. What do you think? Is Trump's crypto plan the future of finance, or just another wild idea that sounds good on paper? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss out on stories that shape our world.